Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Yopi bringing you another brand new video. We're going to go over how to win all 4 boss drop spots and my overall ranking for each medallion. Starting off with number 1, we've got Brawlers Battle down here at the bottom right. What you want to do is you want to aim for this building on the side here because it's got the 3 chug splashes and it usually has the god chest. Then you break down and you can loot the rest of it. The reason why I go for this building is because it's the easiest to loot and you're probably not going to get third-partied, whereas the other houses on the other side, sometimes people rotate, especially in ranked and competitive, from that angle. Now, this is going to be a solos tutorial. I can do another duos one if you want after. Just let me know in the comments down below. Once you get your loot, you want to start making your way to the outer ring here, and then assuming no one's landed on you, then obviously you can just go for the boss right away. If someone does land here, you want to play it smart and try to stay on your side of the house because chances are if people hear fighting, these guys are going to get third-partied. If no one's here, I like to tuck away over here on the side and get on this little balcony because, believe it or not, these guys can do a lot of damage to these bots if you're not careful, okay? And the reason I like going up here is because you have the height advantage to take them out in case someone does run up on you. Pretty standard stuff to take out the bots, but you want to make sure that you keep your guns reloaded if someone does run up on you and make sure that you're hitting mats consistently. Once you take out all the bots, it's time to go for the final boss here. And he's actually pretty easy to take out. He's probably one of the easier ones, I'd say, because you can elim him pretty quickly. Some more bots will spawn, but it's honestly not too bad. Now, this medallion increases your damage, which I actually don't think it's the best coin out of all of them, but I will say the AR, the mythic AR that you get from him is very, very good, so it's a bit of a trade-off. Although you could argue that the assault, or you could argue that the coin could be ranked second. I personally think the siphon is the best one, but I'll do a ranking system later on in the video. So now we're going to Mount Olympus. I like to land up top here on the balconies because I think the high ground is very important in this location, and you'll see me do it for the other one next too. I like to get some gun spawns up here, some just regular floor spawns, then make my way down. If you land in the other part of the POI, it gets a little confusing and you can start getting run up on really easily from the other teams. Right up here, usually no one runs from the back to come get you. Then just make your way around and get all the floor spawns and try to get some heals that you can. I would say make sure you're looted first before you go try to fight the boss, because this one does take a little longer to elim. Once you've got enough guns and ammo, make sure that you're hitting things along the way. Always making sure that you're getting mats. It's always a pro tip. And make sure you have some heals with you because you could take some damage fighting these guys. Once you're ready, take out the boss. And again, you want to run up here to the right or to the left. It doesn't really matter because if people hear you fighting the boss and the bots, they will run towards you to try to third party. So you can knock him pretty quickly. I like to knock him right away and then take out the bots because if you don't, he will start giving shield to, his bots. And it's just going to take way longer to take them out. And you want to make sure you have plenty of ammo for this one because it takes a little longer because you have to take him out again. See, look, he's going to get revived here, and then you have to do it all over again. If you guys want to check out my brand new Easter Pit map, you can go ahead and play that as well. Here's the code on screen. It's got all the new guns, all the new weapons. He's pretty easy to dodge. It just takes a long time, which is, the hard part that someone could run up on you. Now, he drops the double speed and the double jump, but he drops the DMR, which I don't think is that good. Personally, I think it's the worst mythic gun out of all the bosses. So, it's I would say that's actually like the worst one that you want to go for out of all 4 is the double speed and the double jump. Plus, the DMR is not that good. But that's just me personally. If you guys think differently, let me know down in the comments. Okay, now we're going to one of my favorites here just for fun is the wolf. And you can get the dashes with the skulls. Now, what you want to do for this drop is land up top, usually on this chest, okay? Again, you always want to be landing up top in a lot of these POIs so that you can work your way down because people are going to be fighting underneath you and you're going to be able to just get free shots. There's also pretty good loot up here. I mean, I'm pretty stacked just off my drop here. So if this was a comp game, I would be in a pretty good spot if I was contested. And then you've got the chug splashes here, which I always try to go for a spot with chug splashes. Just be careful when you're falling down that you don't fall down like I did. You want to just break the chug splashes. And then you can use the dashes when you're in the river. This is constantly going to be key when you're fighting in this area. Anytime you get a chance, you want to be running in and out of the water to refuel to get your full 3 dashes. This is the easiest boss to elim. There's not much to it, but I'll show you the spot that I go to take him out in case it is a competitive game, or if you're doing ranked and someone will guarantee start running over. That's the common thing that happens with all these boss battles, is people want to try to come in third party. So once you pull the switch, you want to go over here to the back here, because you've got a lot of cover behind you and the walls to your left and right. And then, I mean, the wolves are just super easy to elim. The main reason I go here, if you really wanted to be super anal about it, you could just, you know, block off your back too. Once you take out the bots, it's pretty easy to elim the boss. I just run over here just in case, just to show you guys to be super safe. And then once you elim him, you get the nice shotgun. This is one of my favorites as well. I think it's very, very good. And you get the 3 dashes with the skulls that regenerate constantly. Now, I would rank this one in 2nd place. And now we're going to be going over to the last one, which is my favorite, which is Siphon. I think Siphon is the most important out of all of these coins. I would go Siphon is first, the dash is second, the double speed and jump is third, and then I would say the increased damage is fourth. But you could argue that one is 2nd place, because in endgames, you're going to be shooting from your windows and from your boxes. So it might be 2nd place. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below if you disagree with that. So when we're going for the last one here, the Underworld, again, I like to land main in the boss's, you know, main location, and then run around and get these floor spawns. Now, my floor spawns weren't the greatest here, but luckily it was just a private game, because I'm just trying to show you guys the route. I got 2 bandages, which was not optimal if this was a real game. The reason I don't like landing at the other part of the Underworld is it's so mazy and so confusing, and people just like to hide right away when you drop in. They'll get a shotgun and they'll hide in a corner. Versus up here, there's not many spots to hide. It's quite open. You're up top again. If you hear people fighting, you can go take a look. And more often than not, people are going to be trying to run over here to do the boss battle anyways. So then you could be the one that hides to shoot them as they come towards you. You've also got the little pool here to get your dashes right away, which I would recommend doing, so that if someone does try to come kill you, you are ready with the dashes. So here's just me showing that if you run out here, you can take a look at people if they were fighting or not, and you could just play the high ground. Again, if no one lands here, just take your time, loot up, get some extra mats, get some extra heals, because sometimes you can take a lot of damage from the bosses. Now we're fighting our last boss here, Ares. You see he spawns up here. This one isn't too bad to take out. I'd say it's about just medium difficulty. You know, nothing too crazy. Just play behind these pillars if you don't want to waste your mats. Use your right hand advantage. And that's how to beat all 4 bosses with all the new mythic guns. I'm going to go with the AR is definitely the best mythic weapon out of all of them. Then you could argue the SMG or the shotgun, whichever one you prefer. I still think the Frenzy Auto Shotgun is the best in this meta for competitive and ranked purposes. And then I'm going to go with the DMR as last place. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you use code YOPI. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.